Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Now, let's have a look at some of the stocks on the move today here in Europe. I'm Caroline Hepker alongside Tom McKenzie. We're joined by Bloomberg's equities reporter Joe Easton. Hi, Joe. Babcock not being defensive when it comes to share buybacks. What's going on with their share price?
So Babcock, we're up 12% on that one. So it's really on theme of the NATO summit going on, of course, over in The Hague and around all the focus on whether countries are going to push up their defence spending. On the same day, we've got numbers out of Babcock. Now, this is the company that makes a lot of the Navy ships for the UK, also have a bit of US exposure as well. Now, they are saying they're going to return around 200 million quid back to the shareholders and also lift the dividend by 30% as well. This is really an indication of all of these defence companies just getting a massive boost to their orders, not just this year, but over the past couple of years. Babcock recently joined the FTSE 100 as well. Again, it's just kind of an indication of how defence is really on vogue at the moment. So Babcock soaring today, by far the best performer on the Stock 600 as they return more cash to shareholders and beat across all of their earnings lines today.
And Joe, Worldline shares halted this morning. What's happening there?
So Worldline, this looks like a bit of a messy one. So there are headlines out around the company potentially in a bit of a storm around compliance with some of its accounting regulations. Now, this is a company that isn't actually afraid of a bit of controversy. There was some controversy a few years ago around their accounting and around a short report, that kind of thing. But the company today actually saying in a statement that they are complying with the regulation. I'm just trying to be a bit careful on what they're saying here. They are trying to stick to the regulation and also not risk to breach some of these regulations. So essentially they are complying. But the stock, I'm just seeing, it's down 20% at the moment. It was in a hole. It's just reopened and now down 20% over in Paris this morning.
We had out the car registration numbers for the last month, and we've also got Stellantis. They have the vote of confidence of analysts.
Yes, so Stellantis getting an upgrade today. This is over at Jefferies. Now, as you say, we do have strong data out from the European Union car registrations. It looked a little bit better than expected, but Jefferies saying Stellantis specifically is gaining market share as some of its new models do a bit better in Europe. Also, there was a lot of destocking that went on over in the US. They had too much inventory there. So they upgrade the stock to buy, give it an €11.50 price target, and we are up around 4% on that one today. One of the best performers on the European market.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.